Ripple kind of won a case, also half lost the case, but the fact that they even half won it was a pretty big deal. Well, luckily for us, Mr. Gary Gensler, the chairman of the SEC, just responded, and I think you're going to enjoy his comments on it.
How does the federal court ruling last week in the Ripple case impact your stance toward digital asset regulation? Does it inject urgency into the need for federal legislation to clarify regulatory oversight of this industry?
Look, our mission remains exactly what I spoke about earlier, about investor protection, promoting capital formation, and the markets in the middle. This is a recent decision, just a handful of days ago. We were pleased from that decision, recognizing the importance of protecting investors on the institutional investors in that, and that the court movement with regard to fair notice, and while disappointed on what they said about retail investors, we're still looking at it and assessing that opinion.
You heard it here first. They're still looking at it and they're still assessing it, but obviously he's a little bit upset that he was publicly embarrassed, as I think any of us would be. So it's just kind of, in his world, I guess when it rains, it pours. You pretty much have the world looking at you, not liking what you're doing. And then it's no surprise that you're handed some pretty public losses. I'm excited to see how this one plays out. For him and his career at this point, and just all the negative press and like the actual quantifiable losses, I simply don't see how it ends well for him. Obviously, he was doing all this because he had political aspirations. The biggest assumption was that he was trying to kind of hitch his political wagon to Elizabeth Warren. If she was able to run for president, maybe he would go on her ticket as a Treasury Secretary. But I honestly, for either of them, I don't see it going too well right now. But obviously, let me know your thoughts.